Hey everyone, welcome back to Mac React. You already know what we're getting into today, the Squid Game finale episode. And we're really excited to get into this one because the last episode, they found another way to break my heart all over again. And by the end of the episode, we basically had Song-woo in one corner and Gi-yoon in another. And you already know who I'm rooting for, Team Gi-yoon all the way. So we're really hoping he can pull off the win because honestly, after this show, I need a happy ending. I mean, this show has just been a crazy whirlwind of emotions. But either way, whoever wins, we've definitely enjoyed watching this show. We had so much fun and we can't wait to see what happens.
Before we get started, we did have a couple talking points that we wanted to discuss before we watch the episode because once we watch it, it'll all be spoiled and we won't be able to go back, So real quick, we just want to talk about some things. One thing I saw some of y'all mention already, and I guess we didn't really notice this, but they're right, is when the frontman shot Junho, he shot his brother, he shot him like in the shoulder.
That's what I thought too, and I was like, could he live?
It almost like he wanted him to live. Like he could have just shot him in the head. We've seen him shoot people in the head throughout the series. Yeah. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
So to me, and then the fact that he felt bad about it in the bathroom later, and he was kind of like
PTSDing over it.
Yeah, seeing his brother's image in the mirror told me that it is messing with him psychologically. So to me, it seemed like, yeah, he kind of missed on purpose,
Yeah. I was kind of thinking that, but I know I didn't mention it because I was like, there's no way. We've literally seen him like just cap people.
Actually, in the last reaction, I think you might have mentioned it.
Oh.
Like he didn't go for the kill shot.
Yeah, because I was like, yeah, I just remember noticing that it hit the shoulder, but then I was like, no, like it probably hit his chest. It happened so quick, like I thought it hit the shoulder, And
then the fact that he looked over the cliff to see like where he landed, if he really didn't care, he wouldn't even have gone and looked. I guess just to like confirm that the body hit, maybe. And then along the same lines, that same scene, we had thought like, oh, he took his mask off. Why don't the rules apply to him, right? But the pink guys didn't see his face. Now that I think about it.
Oh, they only saw the back of his head. Interesting.
Now, his brother did say his name, though.
Yeah, he did.
And it seemed kind of obvious that they had a personal connection.
Yes.
So unless those pink guys are like big dum-dums, they can probably put two and two together and be like, he knew that guy,
They're just goons. They're not going to think about it too hard.
Yeah. But that's another thing I wanted to talk about. The pink guys. How do they recruit the pink guys? Like, how do they share information about the Squid Game to potential staff members, the pink guys? But if someone rejects them and says, no, I don't really want to do that. I'd rather go work somewhere else. Do you have to kill that person now? Because now they know about the Squid Game. Like, how do you keep it under wraps,
That's true. And then you can't really tell them, like, because obviously the people in the Squid Game, they didn't really tell them, like, hey, when you get eliminated in the games, like, you die. They didn't tell them in the first round, but it worked in their favor because it got rid of people quickly. But you can't really do that with your employees, right? Like, you can't tell them you're doing all this and then just cap them all, because what are the qualifications to be a worker there, right? Because like to be in the games, you got to be down on your luck, a lot of debt, something like that.
Well, you just have to be desperate. Not desperate. Yeah, you just have to be desperate for money for whatever reason, moral or immoral. Like you just need money. That's why you're there. So for the pink guys, I'm just like, very curious about their like how do they recruit them, basically,
That's a good one. I didn't even think about that.
And then something that hasn't come back up is, I think it was episode 2 or 3, where that one of the pink guys took off his mask and he was really young.
Oh, yeah.
That hasn't come back up. And since then, we've seen other pink guys with their mask off, and they're not young, or like they're not as young as that guy was. And he was a square, I think.
Yeah.
So it's like, that still is kind of a question mark. I'm still unsure about why that super young guy was so high up on the hierarchy.
Yeah, and I remember at one point, because of that, I was like, maybe all the pink guys are young. But literally the dude who took off his mask right before that scene to like calm that dude down, the doctor, that dude was not young.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Exactly, and he was a triangle. So that's, now that you bring that up, like that is weird. Like, how did he get all the way at the top of the hierarchy and he's so young?
And then one thing that dude said also, that Junho capped in the head, earlier in that episode, he was like, you wouldn't find divers like us. Like, we don't just come cheap. you know?
Right.
So that kind of told me they must be experienced divers, and they were recruited by someone who already had like the know, and they needed divers for like the last part of the operation, which was selling the organs.
Yes.
So someone who knew had to go. So like word does get around to an extent.
But how do you know somebody's gonna be okay?
That's what I'm saying.
With this job, yeah.
What if I told my boy and he wasn't about it? Well, now I gotta kill him because he knows I'm a pink guy.
You know too much.
You know too much. Yeah.
That's interesting.
I think in the last episode, I was a little bit confused as to the whole knife situation. But after rewatching the episode while I was editing it, I think there was always only going to be 2 people coming out of that room. I think that whole point, it wasn't really a game per se, but the last game I believe is going to be 1v1, and everybody knew that except for the 3 of them. And so when they gave the knife, the reason I think that is because when Gyun was banging on the door trying to get help,
they already
had the coffin ready. They were literally standing on the other side of the door. They didn't open the door because of him. They opened the door because someone had died. And then they stopped him from retaliating because that was the plan all along. Get 2 people.
Just 2 people at the end. I was even thinking that scene over too, and I was like, was Song-woo faking sleeping so that Gyun would inevitably come up to him and then he could get him? But then when he dropped it, I was like, no, he might really be asleep. Or he could have been really trying to play it out, like he could have grabbed it quick because he woke up real quick.
I think it's meant to be ambiguous. Like we're supposed to maybe believe either one. Like maybe he really was asleep and Gyun banging on the door is what woke him up, maybe,
right.
You know?
And then he saw her laying in bed and was like, easy
or
shot.
Maybe he was faking it, saw him get up, and then...
Yeah.
I kind of think he was faking it, because I think he also noticed at dinner that she was hurting. And so he figured, at some point tonight, I think she might just bleed out, and I won't have to kill her.
Yeah, and somebody like Song-woo is very observant. Like, he observes everything going on in every situation. So, yeah, you're right. I didn't even think of that. We did see Gyun, like, looking at her, so we knew he noticed, but they didn't insinuate that Song-woo did, but we should have known, like, yeah, he's paying attention.
Mm-hmm. Something interesting, real quick, that someone had mentioned down in the comments that we weren't even aware of is, I guess, the actor who plays the front man, he just took his mask off. We just saw him. He's apparently like very, very famous in Korea. He's like a big name movie star over there. And I think the movie that Ji-young had referenced, the Mojitos and the Maldives line from episode 6.
Oh, yeah.
I think that is the actor she was referencing. Like, that's him. He's in the Squid Game show. You know? You're like, yeah, that's kind of crazy.
God, I mean, we didn't know that because we don't watch, like, that many Korean films, but that's really cool. Oh, my God. That's pretty cool,
yeah. Now I kind of want to go see where that reference is from.
Same, yeah.
You're like, oh, it's the front man.
Yeah, because I remember it sounded like it looked backwards in the subtitles, but maybe it's a joke, like, in the movie.
I guess the last thing I want to mention... from a past episode is the vent is still unlocked. I can't remember what episode. It was like 5 or 6 that we saw. Or no, it was the cookie episode.
The cookie episode.
We saw Sae-byuk go into the vent.
It was the one right before the cookie episode.
And she left it unlocked. And I remember the camera kind of panning to it, and then it cut away. And it kind of showed us that like it's still unlocked a little bit.
Right.
Now they took the knife away, so that's out of the picture. But that never came back up. So I'm wondering if in this last episode that will come back up at some point. Otherwise, that was kind of weird for them to point at the camera at the vent and it kind of go nowhere, you know?
Right. Yeah. I literally thought they were gonna use that again maybe to find out what a game was. Yeah. So it's pretty weird. I hope they do touch on that.
So yeah, guys, that's some of the details and things we were still wondering about going into this last episode. So hopefully we get answers to most or all of those, in addition to the more obvious things like who's the host, who are the VIPs and stuff. So, you know, we're very excited to get into this last episode. It's been a blast watching this show with you guys. You know, last thing, worst comes to worst, we do have some tissues here on the side. So if Madison does cry, we are prepared. So without further ado, guys, let's do it. Finale.
I'm nervous.
I know, my heart's pumping already.
I know.
The Squid Game?
Yeah, it does look like the Squid Game, right?
That's the layout for it, I think. Dang, 1v1.
I love Gyun's picture. He is just...
Super cheesy.
I
That really
know.
captures like their personalities a lot. Just
Yeah.
the pictures.
I always thought that, like, from the beginning, like, that picture. Dang, they're playing, like, a sad song, and I'm not about it.
Wait, what?
Oh, God.
They're gonna flip a coin? What is this, football? Offense or defense?
Oh, I'm scared. Sorry, I got nervous. Oh, he called it.
Well, what's the game?
I think it might
I
be...
would want to know the game first. Offense.
Oh, he's mad.
Oh, so it's gonna be the Squid Game.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I didn't think they could play because it's just the two of them. But maybe I don't understand how the Squid Game works. I thought you needed a team.
Well, yeah, in the beginning they showed a team, but...
Yeah. So he's on defense and Gyun's on
yeah.
offense.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, what? So they can just beat the shit out of each other?
Let's go.
게임을 진행할 수 없는 상태는
Oh my god, I've never seen him so cold.
Yup.
Whoa.
So this isn't really a Squid Game, this is a fist fight.
Yeah, you take some of that dirt and you throw it in his face.
He got pocket sand? That's dope.
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand. They still have their knives? They do.
여기 지나면 뭐라고 했는지 쓸데없는 소리 하지 말고
Oh, let's go. Yeah, you just walked across like a boss.
Let's go. Now he can walk on 2 feet because he went across the neck.
Oh, how poetic. Let's go.
Oh my god, that doll is so creepy. Oh, she's got the
it's
Squid
little
Game
Squid
pin.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that. Dang, this is like Anakin and Obi-Wan level.
Yes.
다 끝나니까 돈도 없이 그냥 여기서 나가야 되니까
Oh, he knew that they could vote to end the game. Oh, let's go, baby. You were the chosen
Dang,
one.
he's like, she saved your life, bro, because I was going to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
난 절대 여기서 가지고 못 나가.
Let's go.
Let's go. No, no. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Got him.
nice.
Do the Arya move. Switch it to the other hand.
Yeah. Yes. Get him in the ribs. Yeah.
It's just a fist fight. This is crazy. They really went through all this to watch the equivalent of like an MMA fight.
Right.
They don't even look like they're enjoying it. They're just watching, like stoic.
I know, right? Come on, Gyun. Get up. No.
Oh! He fucking
He blocked
stopped it with
it?
his hand. Jeez.
Yes.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, bite him. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, he Mike Tyson'd him.
He did.
Come on, Gyun. You got this.
He's got a knife in his hand.
Oh my god. That's good. Now I can use it.
Pull it out.
Oh no. Run. Run. Run to the front of the
Just
squid.
tap it. Yeah, just tap the squid.
Go win the game, bro.
Did he stab the floor? No, he stabbed the ground, didn't he? He wouldn't.
Because
I
he's
knew it.
better than that. God, Guillaume. Dude, go win. Just go win the game.
This game is over.
I don't trust it. He left the knife with Sung-woo. I don't trust it. I don't think he's...
Hurry up.
Hurry
Come on,
up,
like,
dude.
Slow as hell. Oh, they're gonna shoot him right there.
What?
What? What does he mean he wants to stop? Doesn't one of them have to die? But it's 1-1.
Sung-woo's...
Oh.
Sung-woo's
He's
not
saying-
gonna let that happen.
Well, he's telling Song-woo basically like either you'll die here or you need to vote with me. Well, the others' families would get the money then, right?
But it would be so little. It would be split between all them. Oh. Oh. God damn it. But he needs the money to go save Sae-byok's brother. I don't trust it. I knew it.
What?
Sung-woo, wait, what?
Oh my god. Dude, I was not expecting that. Oh, I can't watch that.
My mom, please. Help my mom. Song-woo was like, I'm not gonna let everything I did be for nothing.
True. And he planned on killing himself before the game anyway. Remember?
Yeah.
Dang, there's one guy left. Wow. He did it.
Thank goodness.
They're like, yeah, you gotta take the whole thing home now. We're not helping you.
Yeah. Well, where's the money?
I'm sure they'll give it to him.
They really just wouldn't have to.
They have to do it in a secure way, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
They can't just be rolling around with this giant piggy bank. Translucent piggy bank.
He's like, oh, funny thing about hell, I just got out of it.
Right?
Wow.
They just kicked him out like that? I'd be like, look, dude, y'all can't treat me like this. I'm rich as hell now.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Take me back to the Squid Game.
Take me back.
Oh, what?
Is that a card? With all the money on it.
You think the numbers are 0608?
Would it be 0456? Wow, it's his number from the game. It was. He's gonna go to Song-woo's mom.
Oh, there she is.
There she is.
Dang, he can't even look at her.
Oh, God.
How do you begin to explain, you know?
고등어야. 가서 엄마랑 같이 먹어. 니네 엄마 어디 아픈지 전화도 안
Oh no.
엊그제부터 장사도 안 나왔어. 됐어. 돈 있으면 엄마 갖다 드려. 딴 데 쓰지 말고.
Oh my god, that would make me feel so terrible.
저 요즘
Oh, have you seen?
승우랑 연락한다. 그치?
He's really not gonna like do anything for her.
I'm sure he will. He's just in shock right now. He just got home, you know?
Yeah, that's true. He needs to rest.
He probably wants to go check on his mom. Because she hasn't come out for 2 days, she said?
Yeah. I'm really scared that she's not gonna like be here.
뭐 자?
No.
뭐?
Is she just asleep or is she dead?
남았어. 여기부터 봐.
What? She died while he was gone? Dang, she never even knew why he left, so her last memory was when they fought outside the hospital.
Oh my god. He's just laying with her. He did want to be held. I thought Giyun winning would be a happy ending, and they found a way to break my heart. 1 year?
What? Time skip? A whole year?
What about his daughter? What about Saebyung's brother?
Wait, a year from then? Wouldn't the next Squid Game be happening?
Yeah.
Oh no, he doesn't look good. Did he give all the money away or something?
No, he has it in the account. That's why they want him to put it into a regular account so it collects interest.
Gotcha. Oh, don't tell me there's something with it. No way.
Just leave him alone, you guys. Oh no, it looks like the coffin. Oh, he's a VIP. Look, it's gold.
Oh, what? Is it from your Ganbu?
Ganbu. That's... No way. We didn't see him get shot. He was the only one we didn't see get shot. You saw the hospital bed?
Yup. He's fucking alive, isn't he?
How?
They must have not shot him. But why go through all the theatrics of pretending like they would shoot him? What? Why? Why would he put himself through the game? I don't understand.
부탁이네.
Because the host was old too.
It
You
was
said he had old
old,
hands.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look. He's freaking out.
Yeah, for real. Who the fuck are you?
Mm-hmm.
누군가
Why is he trying to play games with him right now? Is he gonna steal from him?
Mm-hmm. Oh no, they're trying to wake him up.
No, I think he just searched his pockets and left him there.
Wow.
자네가 성금은 손bor하지
Oh.
Wow.
들었어.
He didn't do anything with it?
자네가 없다는 건
That makes sense.
돈이 너무 많으면은 아무리 뭐
Wait, so what is he saying right now? He did all this for fun?
뭘 하면은 좀 재미가 있을까?
Wow.
아무에게도 게임을 강요한 적이 없어.
That's true.
자네도 제 발로
Mm-hmm.
And he played? He's crazy. He could have died like a bunch of times.
That means they knew the whole time. Like, everybody knew.
Oh, that's why when he screamed at him during the night scene,
They shut it off.
they shut it off when he asked. I knew that was weird timing.
오래전 일들이 떠올랐어.
Because he remembered all that stuff about his kids.
Oh, that guy brought help.
Wow.
He helped him. I assumed the worst.
I did too. Wait. He died, didn't he? Oh, he did.
So wait, what he was saying, he saved him in the marble game because he had so much fun with him?
Well, he knew he was already rich. Like, obviously let him go on, but he had so much fun playing with him. He was like able to remember things
You know,
from his
even though he
past.
let him win the marble game, there was no guarantee he was still gonna win, you know? So he didn't really help him win the whole thing. He just
No.
helped him get past the marble game. Dang, he said you saw it. You saw them help him. Oh, we're gonna see that scene again?
Oh.
그런 것이 하는 것보다 더 재미있을 수가 없지.
Oh, so this was the first time he played?
Yeah.
He had just watched up until then?
Is he gonna take over the games now? Frontman?
Yeah, right?
Like, are they gonna continue or are
I
they
guess
gonna
he'd be the
end?
host now?
어떻게 해드릴까? 짧게 확 자르실까? 아니면 뭐 길으실 거면은 파마해드릴까?
She's like, okay, I guess I'll just start.
Yeah, cutting it off.
What?
I guess that's the style he got. Red hair?
He wants to look like the Paramore girl?
Oh my god, poor thing. He's going
What?
through a lot right now.
He's going through a lot, yeah. Oh, the orphanage. Dang, he doesn't even know she's dead. And it's been over a year.
He hasn't
He
seen
hasn't
her.
even seen her.
얘가 걔야? 이름이 뭐니? 아이고, 이름이 아주 남자.
Very manly name.
She's gonna raise him?
걱정하지 말고 잘 다녀와.
Where is he going? To America?
Oh, maybe. To be with his daughter?
Is it just money in there?
I bet it's just full of money. Don't open it out there, girl.
What does it say? Dang it, I wish I knew Korean.
Oh.
Girl, close that.
Yeah, for real? Don't leave it there?
Why didn't he stay with the kid?
Maybe he's not in any position to raise
him.
Or maybe you're right. Maybe he's just going to go to America to be with his daughter.
What?
What was that?
I shot a gun. Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my god,
He's
it's
getting
the
someone
dude.
else to do it.
So they're still going on.
It's a year later. It's around the same time.
Is he gonna try and go over
He's
there?
going to try to go over there. Oh, he's going to be gone.
He's gonna be gone.
The old Batman trick. He's like, don't do it, bro.
Oh my god.
He's like, I'm saving your life, bro. Don't do it.
What's happening? He's not calling.
성기현 1974년 10월 31일
His birthday's on Halloween?
That's dope.
용서가 안 돼. 너희들 그 비행기를 타. 그게 당신한테 좋을 거야.
They know he's right there?
They're keeping tabs on him.
Because they know he's not happy.
Well, remember they keep tabs on everybody, even the people who didn't come back the second time. What?
It said
He's not gonna go be with his daughter? What? So what? He's gonna try to go find them?
and take them down?
He's gonna join the Squid Game again?
But joining the Squid Game wouldn't help take it down.
Okay, so
I'm still reeling. Yeah.
a lot to talk about. I still have like so many questions, honestly.
And I feel like we didn't get too many of them answered. Like the ones that I wanted, right? You know, like why did the front man end up going back to work for the Squid Game? You know, that's one of them. Why? I guess like, yeah, we didn't even get the question of like if the games are only in Korea. I mean, I know they said the Korean games are great.
We have that one line that I think pretty much proves that we know it's not just happening in Korea.
But okay, if it's not just happening in Korea, then while these Korean games are going on, is it happening in other countries too? Or do they just, you know what? It's like the Olympics. This year or for the next 4 years, we're going to do it in Korea and then we're going to move it somewhere else.
Well, I have a theory about that, and it's because of what that one guy said. It's because of that Korea line. The Korea games are the best ones, and then also because of that line where he saw the bridge and he said it's bigger this time. I think after watching this episode, we see that the reason they did all this was because they were bored and they wanted to have fun. It was just entertainment for them. It was just amusement. So I'm assuming they wouldn't want to do the same games every time if the point is to not be bored. Wouldn't you get bored if they played the same games every time, every year? So
Yes.
what I'm thinking is the games are different based on like place, location around
The
the
area.
world. So I'm thinking maybe this guy hadn't been to the Korea games in a while. So when he came back, he remembered that one of the Korea games is the bridge level with all the glass window panels.
yeah.
And when he saw it this time, he was like, oh, it's bigger this time. But I don't think that means that they play that bridge game all across the world. I think they have different games.
No, right.
all around.
And then the honeycomb game and the Squid Game wouldn't necessarily make sense in a country like America. Like we don't have Squid Game. You know, we've got, you know, Four Corners and hopscotch and things like that. But
We got football.
we have football, yeah, but I mean, you know, we don't have like the Squid Game, and to my knowledge, I don't think I've ever played the honeycomb game. Like,
No, yeah, there was a lot of stuff. I mean, we played Tug of War, but
Obviously.
and Red Light, Green Light, but yeah, some of the other games, they kind of just went over my head because we didn't know that part of their culture, you know?
So it wouldn't make sense for them to do like specifically Korean childhood games in another country. It wouldn't make sense.
So I'm thinking like in other countries where they play this game, they probably, I guess, take child games from that region or from that area, and I guess in each part of the world it's like different, you know, there's a variety of games.
I think though the first game is always red light, green light, because that seems like a fantastic way to get rid of a lot of players at once, because you know that half of them are either going to stand still or freak out and run for the door.
I still think that there are other games that could be used to thin the numbers of a big crowd like that. I do think red light, green light is a good one, and it is one that kind of transcends country lines.
That's what I thought too.
Like even over here we play that, you know, so maybe you're right.
That's what I thought, is maybe because it's such an easy game for people to understand, that would be the first one.
I don't know. I just think maybe if I was one of those rich guys, I wouldn't want to watch red light, green light as the first game every time. But maybe that's one of the reasons why they watch from home. Remember he said
they were watching from home.
It's big on my TV, at home. So maybe the whole point of them not even bothering to fly out to watch it live is because like they've seen the games before, you know?
And they want to wait till it gets to the final few so they know who to bet on.
And then at that point, they've been watching the same contestants for a while, so they get, I guess, like entranced in the storyline, kind of like we do. Because when Homegirl killed Doksu, they even said, they were like, oh, we've been paying attention. Like, oh, what an ending for those two. Like, never... what did he say?
What a poetic ending or something?
Yeah, something like that. So you could tell that they were aware of the personal relationships between the players too.
Yeah, and we know from seeing the guys that were sitting in front of all the like gaming machines, like they're watching every aspect of what they're doing in there. So any conversations they're having, it's not secretive. Everybody is watching and being recorded.
So we never really got like the answers for why the front man, or Dr. Doom as we were calling him, was doing this all along. I like really just assumed that we would get that answer at least in this episode. So I was very shocked to find out that we didn't really get that. And now I guess I had been seeing some comments and stuff about like season 2, and I personally didn't understand how they were going to do that, because I figured lots of characters were going to die.
Right.
But now I'm kind of seeing like it kind of is set up for a season 2 with Gyun like not leaving, he's coming back, and now the front man, I guess, taking over as host maybe.
I'm assuming he would take over, but see, if he's the host, wouldn't he need somebody to be bumped up to front man? And who's he gonna get to do that?
That's true, yeah.
And I mean, he can't, it's not like he could take Gyun and convince him to do it.
Maybe they just won't need a host or something. I think you're probably right. I think the front man is probably going to take the reins, and I think that also sets up Junho not being dead. If you think about it, if his brother's gonna be like the main bad guy of the next season, that would make sense that he would come back. You know, that would be dope.
What if Gyun goes and looks for him?
Oh, they could team up. Yeah.
They could team up, squad up against the Squid Games.
Yeah.
Ooh. Don't know why Gyun decided to dye his hair red, but I'm loving it. I thought he looked really great in the end, and I don't know what the red hair was about. I don't remember if his daughter's favorite color is red, and that's why he did it, because he was about to go to the United States.
Maybe it was just him kind of going through a metamorphosis, kind of like coming out of his cocoon, because we had learned that he didn't even spend any of the money for a year. So I think it was kind of him coming to terms with like, I don't know, maybe I can do good with this money instead of just self-pitying myself and like feeling guilty and not using it. I don't know.
Right, because it did take him a year to go get Sae-byok's brother.
So maybe the changing his red hair was like making a physical change that he could see, and to him be like, well, I'm a different person now inside and outside, you know?
Yeah, I get that. I did think it was kind of like a moment for him. I did think that, but I mean, it looks great on him, and if we do get a season 2, I hope they keep that. He's
gonna be rocking the red hair, yeah.
Maybe with some black roots coming out, that would look nice. Dang, okay, so remember back in the episode where we saw the host and he like put down the thing and we only saw his hand, and I said his hands are old? I said it would make sense that he's old, considering we saw in the archives the game started in the 80s. And he's lived this long, and he knew he probably wouldn't make it to see another game, so he said, you know what? every time I'm watching these games, I'm never getting the same feeling I got as a child. I think I need to be put into it.
Yeah.
That's why he was number 1.
That's crazy. So the old man like risked his life really, like.
Well, he knew they wouldn't shoot him because the pink guys all knew who he was.
So I guess in red light, green light, if he had moved, he wouldn't have gotten shot. And in the cookie game, I guess he could have just acted like he passed.
Yeah.
Like if he broke the cookie, they weren't going to kill him, right?
No.
And then when everyone was dying in the middle of the night, he said, "Stop this! Everyone's going to die." And then they stopped.
And I remember you even said that. Like,
but what
why
about
would
tug of war? He was chained to the rope just like them. If they had gone over the edge, what are they going to do? I guess not chop the rope. But then the secret would be out. Everyone would be like, "Wait, why are we not getting chopped?"
Honestly, I think he knew that he could lose, and I don't think it was about getting out of there alive. I think it was about just the fun of the game.
You know, I'm wondering about one part now. When they decided to go back, episode 3, I think.
Episode 2 is when everybody had the recollection to go back.
Oh yeah, it was at the end of episode 2 where they're all waiting on the sidewalk and they're all ready to go, right? Why did the old man go through that? Why
to make it believable. So he was in the car, passed out, like everybody else.
But only the people the people in the car with you wouldn't even know. They were all knocked out by the time you got there.
To be fair, we don't know that he was even knocked out anyways. We just saw him standing there. They could have picked him up in a limo. Oh, they could have
just picked him up and just took him in a regular car.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. He was just waiting for his Uber then. He wasn't even worried about like getting knocked out.
Just waiting for my Lyft, dog.
Yeah.
Hanging out. The roller coaster of emotions in this show, the incredible acting by everyone, even characters like I hated, like Doksu and Minyo,
or even characters who got like 1 episode of screen time. I was like, damn, this dude killed it.
The one guy for the glass stepping stones.
A lot. That guy. I mean, there was a lot of dudes that I was like, damn, this dude killed it in this episode. Like he was just a background character up until now, or you know.
Yeah,
there's a lot of characters like that in this show.
I know, and I really thought like everyone really nailed it. I thought all of it was perfect, and I really did enjoy the theorizing episode to episode. I think that's why we took our time too.
I enjoyed how fun it was like to not know what was coming next, because I feel like most shows, we watch a lot of Marvel and Star Wars. For the most part, you can kind of assume like what's gonna happen, like what's coming up next. This show, it was like completely impossible to theorize what was gonna happen next. Like every episode was surprising.
And I know that we thought like, you know, it was just rich people doing it for the sake of punishing the poor, but it really wasn't about that.
Well, I had said before that I think I was like, I really hope it doesn't end up just being rich people playing games with poor people's lives, which it kind of ended up being. But honestly, they did it in a way that it didn't feel cheap to me. It didn't feel like rehashed like other TV shows and movies tend to do, like the same thing. I think this show was more about like the characters themselves, which is why I think we liked it so much. It wasn't so much about the games, you know?
Yeah, and speaking of the characters, I do want to touch on Sang-woo's sacrifice. I thought that was very redeeming. Like what, I'm about to cry right now just talking about it. I thought it was a very redeemable arc for him. He realized, you know, if I trust anybody with all this money, it's gonna be Gi-hun. And I think like that moment when he killed himself, like, and Gi-hun like saw that, oh god dang.
Well, I think he was mad at him too, because he was like kind of staring at him like, are you kidding me, bro? Like after all this, after all the people who died, you're right here, you're literally a step away from getting all the money, and you still want to give it up, like you still want to quit. He was like, no chance in hell am I gonna let you do that.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
The guy who plays Sang-woo, I don't know these actors like real names, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that dude carried hard this episode, like, or through the whole season, honestly. Like he's had to do scenes where like he's been on the verge of tears, desperation, but also like screaming and mad, and also
literally in episode 6 he went from like yelling, like hulking out at Ali, to literally like instant tears. And I mean, that kind of emotional swing is just incredible.
The guy who played Gi-hun too, like their acting in this episode was just top notch. It was so good.
Oh yeah, I think this show and some of the actors definitely deserve an Emmy.
I think they deserve some Emmys, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And with this ending, like it really seems like we could possibly get a season 2, and we'll be here for it, you guys, for sure.
I'm sure Netflix is seeing like money signs in their eyes right now with how much, not just the views on the show itself, but you look at all the views on YouTube amongst people doing like reactions and stuff for it. Like this show has just blown up out of nowhere. So
oh yeah, and they've already got Halloween costumes for Squid Game
right
now.
Yeah. So I'm optimistic that there will be a season 2, so looking forward to that, honestly, whenever it drops. I know definitely we'll be doing that one
for sure. All right guys, well I think that's gonna do it for us. We had a lot of fun watching this show with you, and it's been a really great experience overall. But that's not the end of Squid Game on our channel, because we do have one more video planned. We do want to do an Easter egg breakdown video of everything we missed in the season. So if you want to catch that with us, make sure you like this video and subscribe and comment anything we missed down below, because we love hearing from you guys. And as always, y'all are the best. We'll catch you in the next one.
Peace out, guys.
Bye.